Hello, everyone. Today I'm back with Matt for a follow-up. I will put his first interview that I done with him a while back in the comments because for some reason, every time I try to put somebody's link in the description, they flag me and try to suspend me for it. And I don't understand. It's happened ever since I got demonetized a few years ago. I have one announcement. We have battles going on here. And this channel has never been about how many views we could get, and it's not, and it's never going to be about how many views. We just do testimony. That's why you see the thumbnails are just black and white, plain thumbnails. We're not trying to get views. Whoever gets attracted to our channel and gets helped, they were led there. We're not trying to impress nobody. We don't do this for no reason but to help people because we've been there. And we got an email this morning. Kind of criticizing us for not answering. But understand, we have a lot of problems going on that we don't talk about, and we're not going to talk about because, for the simple fact that some things are just better kept private, and we are fighting battles, and I'm not even going to say what kind of battles they are because I don't like putting people in our business. Just know we're targeted too, and we're fighting some heavy battles, and you know, so if anybody plans on talking to me or Holly from now on, then we're gonna have to limit it to 30 minutes. And or 40. We'll tell you if when we call, we'll tell you how much time we have because, if by the time we talk to three or four people, 2 or 3 hours a day, it's done took all the time. Holly only gets 2 days off, so one of her whole days off is spent talking to one person. If Holly tells you 30 minutes, please respect that. Because it's very draining, um, trying to help people and with the situation we're faced with. We've got more responsibilities here than we had previous. So things have changed. So I'm asking that, you respect that from me and her. Because we're trying our best. We're not doing this, but strictly out of trying to help others. We don't ask for money. We're not monetized. And we pay for Zoom out of our pocket, and pay for this video editing software out of our pocket. But we are going to have to slow down, and not be as persistent as usual. But that's due to stuff we have to focus on. And if we don't focus on this stuff, then we won't be around to help. So there's some issues we're trying to work out and better ourselves, and we have to focus on things here, to make everything better overall. And I wish I could tell y'all all my business and stuff, but I just think from a strategy point and a spiritual point, it's better not to blab our business. So anyway, Matt has been under attack very heavy since the last time we spoke. Uh, he's a good man, good intercessor. An intercessor means prayer. He fasts, he intercedes on behalf of targets. He goes to a neighbor's house, an elderly neighbor's house, and reads the Bible and just helps out a lot, and helps the poor and stuff. And he's been doing this for a while, and he's targeted, and he's getting a lot of attack right now. And so he came up to do a follow up, and hopefully, if anybody's experiencing any of the same stuff that he is, and I'm sure there is, hopefully y'all can reach out in the comments, and especially if y'all found anything that helps. So I'm going to be trying to I'm going to turn it over to Matt and be asking him questions and stuff pertaining to his targeting. But just remember that just because we don't talk about battles, we're going through a hell of a lot, and I hope that the battles that we're facing right now, we can overcome them and then come back and tell you what we overcame because they're serious issues that uh, but they can be resolved, and they will be resolved as long as we focus on them issues and not get too stressed out and have a balance in between helping people and helping ourselves. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Matt, thanks for coming. I'm sorry you're under such attack. I could feel your pain in your voice. Um, I mean, I could feel the pain. I can tell you're really going through it, and um, man, I just wish I had answers, and hopefully somebody will be able to help and be able to relate to what you got going on. So could you tell me, kind of, have you still got the same job you had since the last time we spoke?
Well, hey, David, and thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. And thank you for your channel. It's helped me a lot to understand what in the world's going on because when you start getting targeted and targeted the way I'm being targeted, it could drive someone insane, or even make them go violent and hurt themselves or somebody else. It's intense. So your channel is helping a lot of people, and I pray for you often.
Thank you.
Just to let you know, I always pray for you, and
Much appreciated.
yeah, I still have the same job. I'm a union drywall finisher, but that, like other aspects of my life, have been targeted as well. Jobs, relationships, finances, my sleep, my mind. And I'm attacked. When you hear a lot of people's gang stalking, they'll talk about they go to a store and people are following them around, or they're in traffic and people are following them. And like, my targeting is a little different. I have gone through that, like classic gang stalking, like the cliche type things, or but this is a little bit different. And I believe it's technology. I went on the Targeted Justice website and they put these diagrams up, and I wish I could show them right now. And it shows how they're using, from like satellites and towers, they can project sounds, conversations in your mind, and even make you see images. So I see a lot of people that aren't there, and they're like harassing, people that will harass me on my job. The best way I could say is like, these people that follow me around, in the spiritual realm, they amplify whatever negativity I'm going through. They amplify it. Like, say I'm at work and I have a disagreement with someone, I start getting attacked and harassed by these, I don't know what to call them, like almost holograms of people, and they amplify negative feelings like anxiety, stress, anger, fear, worry, anxiety. They somehow can amplify it, and I believe it's AI. It's AI, or like I said, some type of uh, technology. And all aspects of my life and everywhere I go, I'm harassed and followed every day, every hour, and even in my dreams, like, or in my sleep. Pardon me. I get these terrible dreams, and it's witchcraft. It's a combination of like technology and witchcraft, voice to skull technology, mind control, and it's just, the only way I can fight it is with the Word of God, and exercise, and trying to force myself to stay positive, because I could see how this could cause someone to lose their mind, or God forbid, do something terrible.
Right.
And it makes me wonder, like when you hear the school or nightclub, someone goes in there and attacks these people. If I think they're being targeted too.
Right. And I want to stop real quick before we go any further and say, anybody who may not be believers and stuff, this is when I give somebody their hour, this is their hour, and I ask that you respect what they believe in, what they're going through, and if you would like, if you're not a believer and would like to get up here and tell what you're going through, it's your hour. So I ask that you respect what he says. Um, I was just thinking, didn't you say before you're targeting uh, a girl sent you something in the mail?
Okay, so I have a YouTube channel that I would give the gospel with, because obviously I'm a believer in Jesus and the gospel. And I had a person reach out to me and send me things in the mail. And when I got those items in the mail, I started getting these like witchcraft attacks, and it hasn't gone away since.
Right. Because if anybody, and I know y'all, some people are not going to understand this, and that's okay. But if when my targeting really ramped up, I was in ministry, and I wasn't in ministry, like I was just being led, and I was in this halfway house, kind of like a teen challenge place. Anyways, I was the pastor let me teach Bible and preach sometimes, and the Jezebel spirit comes to attack when you're fixing to walk in your calling. That's what the Jezebel spirit was. It does. It's designed to come take you off your calling and get you off your path. So I'm not wondering. I'm just wondering if the woman was might have had the Jezebel spirit. Because didn't you say you were trying to walk in your calling pretty deep when that attack happened?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I was walking. I was, yeah, trying to. I was making videos like on a daily basis, giving like Bible scriptures, praying for the body of Christ, and trying to turn my life around and become a better person, more like
right,
Christ. And that's when the attacks really thing got everything got amplified.
right. Yeah, I just had that thought of because that's what from my research, that's what a Jezebel spirit does. It gets attached to somebody and comes and takes a man, and it could be anybody that's trying to walk in their calling and distract them and take them off their path. I actually researched it extensively. That's why it just came to my mind when you were talking, when I was thinking, hey, the girl sent him something. He was walking in his calling. Um, so I mean, because I think a lot of this stuff's technology, but I think there's definitely witchcraft and all that other stuff involved too, you know?
Yeah, I'm being attacked by, I would say, I call it technological witchcraft. Like I'm being attacked
Yeah.
by technology and unclean spirits, you know? And it's just, like I told you before we started the interview, I'm to a point where I'm completely isolated. Like my phone, like never rings. Which I don't know what happened to my friends. I don't have, no one calls me anymore. When I call people, it's like I can't get a hold of anyone. I'm completely isolated. I just go to work and go to the gym and do my studying. And it's like, fight these attacks. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know how they do this stuff. It's just some kind of crazy technology. Like I said, I'm completely isolated. I'm attacked around the clock. And I would hope maybe someone out there can understand what I'm going through and they have some tactics and some ways to overcome this. I've tried everything. I've tried just about everything.
Right.
And I'm still going through it.
See, they hijack your phone, so when you make a call, they make sure the call goes nowhere. I got a tip I can give you after this that about the phone deal. Um, because there is ways to throw the phone thing off and get through to people, but that's another story for another day. But I will tell you when you get off, and it may help. But I'm trying to think. So. And another thing, anybody who's having them thoughts, because this stuff will try to, all right, I want to go show them. I'm just going to get violent and cry out and go show them and take my violence out and make a scene. It's never the answer. I
No,
don't
never.
advise it. Many people's tried it and it's got them nowhere but in a casket and another story on the news to make us look even dangerous, which we're not dangerous. We're actually good people. And they know that, and they're trying to kill the love inside of us and make us bitter and make us vibrate on negative. Because this whole world is like a negative energy grid, harvesting grid. You know, it can't stand love or anything that walks in love, so it attacks it, so to speak. Um, and so the V2K started first. So well, after our interview, when we did our first interview, you wasn't seeing apparitions yet, was you?
A little bit, a little bit,
Yeah,
a
but
little
it's
bit.
it's
Now
gotten
it's
worse.
much worse.
Wow. Yeah, if anybody has any, yeah, my first advice is going to be the sleep deprivation and the isolation. If you could try to do something about that, because them are the two main things they use for this mind control technology to be effective. If they got you isolated and sleep deprived, oh, they can do anything they want with you, you know, easy, and it's hard to combat it. Rest is very important, and I know it's hard. You know, getting rest. It's been that's what I focused on the 10 days off was getting rest, staying away from devices. Uh, And a lot of times when you're looking at screens without these glasses, it causes insomnia as well and does all kinds of other stuff too. These screens are horrible to look at without blue light glasses. Um, so I'm trying to think of the question. So these people you used to call, did you just all of a sudden not be able to get in touch with them, or did they just all of a sudden stop calling you?
It just seems like everyone just became so distant and like it's just I don't know. It's just yeah, no one answers the phone anymore. It seems like I'm distant from everybody. Just
And it,
isolated.
yeah, and it started when did it start after you started talking on YouTube about that, warning
Yeah,
people
yeah.
not to take
It's
it?
like I started a YouTube ministry and I was warning about, this and talking about certain people in the political world and how I think they could possibly be, the Antichrist from the Bible. And I've just been assaulted ever since.
Right. I've talked I don't know the person right offhand, but I've talked to a couple people who's seen these holograms, and I've even back in 2015 saw some stuff that wasn't there. My wife or my handler, whatever you want to call it, ex-wife, whatever, beside me as my nurse, and she wasn't even there, and other things. Man, but from what you're
I'm
describing,
worried.
man, it's horrible.
Like
From
I'm
what
worried
you
because I get in my mind like, are you there?
Yeah, they're messing with your connection. That's the first time you've cut out since we've been talking.
I sometimes, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're clear now.
Okay. I'm a little worried because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, am I somehow connected to the cloud or like the World Wide Web? How would they connect me to this? It's like, it's crazy. It's scary.
Right.
Like how are they making like it's almost like there's an interface.
Yeah, with their bio-cyber interface, Sabrina Wallace talks about that. So the chemtrails through the air has put nanoparticulates and nano stuff in there in the air, which have uh, basically augmented all of us to a certain extent to the wireless body area network and the biofield. They can hijack your biofield. There's several different ways they can do this stuff. EEG heterodyning. So it is an interface. Mm, uh,
So it's like
so
how can we reverse it? Like this is it's an intrusion. It's just I even went to getting I even got the all the patent numbers for this technology, and I renounced the patent numbers in my daily prayers, saying I come out of agreement with this, and I'm just trying everything you can. Heavy
right. Have
metal
you?
detoxing, all kinds
Do
of
you still
stuff.
have the items that that woman sent you?
No,
Have you prayed over them and got rid of them as well?
yeah, I got rid of all that stuff.
Okay. Let's see, because um, man. I there's people that say there's no like there was an interesting thing. Let's see if I could find it. I'll play an excerpt from it from Sabrina Wallace the other day talking about how these doctors got together and they came together and said the same thing you did. All these professional doctors got together and they're like, how do we augment ourselves from this? And let me see if I can find it real quick. It's just a quick
Yeah,
it's a
how do
quick
we do
expert.
that?
Okay, let's see if I can find it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm in the, okay. I see what's wrong. All right. Do you mind if I play it?
No, please
Okay.
do.
All right, let's see.
About optogenetics. Oh boy. So now that the non-vaxxer argument has been privately a long time ago, with what they had under the microscope, they were trying to unaugment friends. And here on the channel, the reason that I knew a little about it, not a lot, but a little, was the amount of emails I received from Department of Defense analysts in November and December of 2022, and they had been augmented against their will. And they knew that the new photonics networks were going hot, and they wanted to find a way to unaugment, and they didn't know how. And so here comes all this EDTA, methylene blue, nanophotonics, blah, 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 because of the way the molecular communication has been running since 2014. However, Dr. Gruz and Chrysler and everybody, they don't have access to the same thing national security does. So they were running into problems with geospatial locations. And I said, you're dealing with algorithms, and primarily you're dealing with physical epigenetics, which is much more powerful than CRISPR. So then there was the lying about the shedding. And I said, that's electroporation with biofield concurrence. You all lied. You wouldn't admit the electrophysiology. You would not admit the human biofield. You would not talk about the primary vector of biosignal acquisition. You went in circles with viruses. You made up slander about me. You screamed and yowled every 5 minutes that you needed 100 more white papers.
I'm almost done, Matt.
All you did this whole time was make excuses, and our people shined on the jeopardy. We continued to educate. So, bottom line, I know and I knew that Dr. Guru, Dr. Chrysler, and others, they weren't the only ones. They were trying to help other people worldwide unaugment. They had limited success. Even then, we talked about it, and I said that to me makes sense because they are logging in with AI and precision eugenics data sets, plural. And even then, Gru's like, but what can we do here? And I'm thinking, and I told him, I said, I don't think you can. It depends on where they live and how logged into are they. So then comes Jesse Beltran to show all of you, here's your biosensors, and if you're involved with the intelligence community or the military, it's even worse. Wow! And I said, stop telling people the zeolite derivative is going to pull the graphene out. And he said, but that's what it showed on their phone. I'm like, whose app, whose software connected to whose data set? So I met with other people in the real world who had doctors with a $40,000 biofield reader. And they're like, you do realize they're pulling a lot of this biofield data right out of Imagent, as in images, photonics. And I said, oh, that makes sense. Does anybody know that? No. They all lied about optogenetics with the Children's Health Defense.
And I'm not going to go into them anymore, but I'm just saying, so
Well,
zeolite,
does she give a
methylene blue,
solution? Does she give a
all that's,
solution how to be unaugmented?
oh, there was no solution. These doctors everywhere tried to find a solution. And, she's basically saying, then came Jesse pushing zeolite and other people pressing methylene blue, and all that stuff does is, make it worse. But that's another episode for another day. And did you not hear what she said? So anybody that does MRI imaging, even these people scanning you with these images can read data off your biofield. You notice she said that? Images.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to figure this unaugment thing out. What I played that to play it to let you see how serious this is. You've had doctors around the world trying to figure out how to unaugment. And that's why I tried to suggest Onion Head Andrews stun gun EMP. And it's a battle. So you said you're doing the garlic, right? Now I don't know if
Yeah.
you're getting the garlic with the GMOs or whatever, but I hope not. But so it's a daily battle. So even if you did find out how to get the stuff out of you, it's sprayed in the air constantly. So it's a constant battle of keeping the stuff out of you. But these are biosensors too. So you have to figure out how to deactivate the biosensors because a lot of these sensors are not.
So, so everybody could be augmented at this point.
Yes, that's what I think. Now I
Because
wouldn't
it's
say
in our food,
everybody's
it's in our food and in our water,
right,
in our air.
but I wouldn't say everybody's because they're trying to go worldwide and hook everybody to the cloud, the 6G, wherever, because we're fixing to go into a transhumanism era where your health and everything's done all on the internet through your body. And so they're spraying
Right.
all this stuff, getting it all prepared. So I suggest that if you do find something that helps flush this stuff out, if you get good garlic and do it, it helps keep metals out. And if you know anything about a microwave, if you put a fork in a microwave, the electromagnetic radiation is going to make it spark. Well, if you've got metals in your body, we're in a now that the grid's been set, we're in an electromagnetic atmosphere. Period. You're around Wi-Fi, cellular communications. So what's it doing to any metals in our body? It's heating it up. It's frying us. So it makes sense. The more
Yeah.
metals you get out of your body and keep, so cilantro's a heavy metal detox. There's a lot of stuff you could do to try to, but unaugmenting, there's been people everywhere trying to work on this stuff and hasn't figured it out yet. And I pray that somebody figures it out because they push products like methylene blue, zeolite, but all that stuff is just making it worse and augmenting us more. From my research and from what she says, I mean, all you got to do is look at search methylene blue excites graphene and see what it go down that rabbit hole. So man, so it's like in your situation, I heard your story and we talked a while before this started, and it's just like, man, I tried to brainstorm every answer I could to try to help you. Um, but you still have your job, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a good thing. I mean, you're holding it together to have a job, but what's a job if you can't even enjoy what you earn? So,
No, yeah, it's like I'm being terrorized and harassed every day, every minute of every day by voice to skull technology and by some type of the horrible ringing in my ears. It's like something is literally trying to kill me,
right.
you know, every
And I
day.
hope somebody listening, and I'm sure somebody listening is going through something similar to what you're going through. I really
And
haven't
it's like
got the visuals since 2015.
I'm not a crim. Like I'm not like a. I'm not. I don't go and hurt anybody. I go and help my neighbors. I've repented for all my sins. I try to live a godly life, and I feel like I'm being persecuted and attacked like if I was like a serial killer.
Right.
I don't hurt nobody, you know. I help everyone. My motto is do no harm and to help everyone you come in contact with. And I'm attacked 24/7, 365, nonstop.
Yeah, see, I get the V2K. I don't get the visuals like you do, and that's where it's got me thrown off. But I have talked to TIs that do now, and they're messing with your finances. They're hacking your accounts too, ain't they? Didn't you say they're messing with your finances when we talked
Well,
before?
it just seems like just my jobs. Like I get attacked on my jobs and I've lost a couple jobs because of it, you know.
Oh, okay. Wow, so it's starting to interfere with work. Um, man. Um, have you uh have you tried any doing things on well, I guess that's a little different in your area. Like quenching spontaneity, spontaneous, like be thinking about going to Family Dollar and going somewhere else, or throw them off that way, or redirection. So when they start making you think about bad thoughts, force yourself to go back to a good moment and have a good memory, and force yourself to think of a good moment and see yourself in that memory to come. It's called reading that. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's kind of like when you see them negative thoughts coming your way and they're trying to make you negative and they're talking about what happened with your girlfriend and trying to make you feel bad about it, to redirect them thoughts and thinking about some good time in your life where something was going really good, and try to be in that moment to pull yourself out of what they're trying to do to you. Uh,
No, I do that. I do that. I'm also a musician, so I'll just play my music or I'll try to be happy and positive and I do the redirection. It's just like it's exhausting because it's constant.
oh yeah, it's hard to do it constantly. It's very exhausting. So I just wish I could, I don't like giving advice if I don't know the right advice. But my
Right.
first advice would be isolation and sleep deprivation. Like try to find a way to
Oh,
get some
Dave,
rest.
Dave, I'm on one. I just realized I'm on 1%.
Ooh,
I'm on 1%.
wow.
So I don't want to be abrupt, but I do got to wrap it up.
Oh, okay. Well, so what? You just want to end it here and just still post it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
I just,
understandable. But do you want me to post it or you want me to pause
yeah,
it and then
no,
merge it with
no,
another
post
interview?
it. No,
Okay.
post it. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know.
Yes, please do. Please answer in the comments if you can help him. And he has a, I'm gonna put his link in the comments too. It's Fruit and Oil Ministries. Is that okay, Matt?
Yeah, put that in there.
All right. Well, keep
Subscribe to
in
my
touch with me,
channel.
Matt. And,
Okay.
man, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep you in my prayers, man.
Well,
I'm
thank you,
sorry I
Dave. I
don't have any
appreciate you.
answers.
And thank you for your channel. You're helping a lot of people.
No problem.
Thank
Hey, just
you.
don't give up, man, and try to get out of your
Oh, I
isolation.
will. I will. I will.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Dave. God bless
Thank.
you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.